Oh yeah, there's the intro. The intro to Pegcity Soundoff. We are on a Tuesday, August 4th. A little bit of a cooler day we've had in a while. Um, of course, we are back. Pegcity Soundoff. It is a new month, which means new sponsors. Not a chance. CDL Architectural Cladding. They are on for the year long sponsor there. If you're in the trades, looking to get into the trades, Chase is always looking for people there. Of course, we got my buddy Sid from Musicians and Friends. If you're looking for all things Manitoba music, check him out. 6,000 some members, and he's giving away tickets to the Burt Block party right now. If you answer a couple of questions for him on his site, and of course, my buddy in the top right corner, Trave Media 204. He's been there all year as well. It's all what year-long sponsors. Here we are, first-time guest. This is amazing. This is episode like 158 or something, and this is the first time we have had Gord Taylor on. How exciting is this?
You better say it's exciting. It's not really.
Gord, how are you?
Listen, I'm really, really good, and I'm gonna come out of the fucking gates. Oh, can I say the fuck word on this show?
Yeah, we're
All right.
live. I got nothing.
Firstly, I bumped into you at the O. You were promoting promoting the show that night. I think you had about 5 bands on the ticket. I know it wasn't your first, so I want to say from my point of view as a musician, thank you so much for doing that shit. It's not easy being a promoter.
Ah,
It's not easy to fill those boots. You do a great job. In fact, and then what happened that night? Your amp broke.
yeah.
Yeah, and you played it off brilliant, and you're a man of many hats, man. So not only thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that dirty work, but then you performed, and you were a perfect performer, rolling with the punches. And in that spirit, I want to apologize to you and to all everybody listening that I fucked up on May, whatever it was. We were supposed to hang out, and I dropped the ball. And the show
All good.
I saw it was advertised, and yeah, so I want to apologize. So I'm here to make it right. So I tell you what, you can even go ahead and ask any question, any offhand, brutal, true crime story you want. I'll answer as honestly as I can.
You know, Gord, I want to. We got some stuff to go over. We got some cool stuff to go over. We're gonna play a song too, but where I want to start with you because I don't really know you. I've met you on a couple occasions. We were there, of course, where you are right now at Bedside Studio. I was there once and saw you there as well. My question for you tonight: give me an intro. Who are you? People who don't know you. Who is Gord Taylor?
Gord Taylor is a Winnipeg boy through and through. He started his first bit of limelight was playing with his good buddy Matt Hawley on the streets in Winnipeg. We anybody from the '90s in Osborne Village would have remembered the guy with all the holes in his face and the mohawk. That was what did he call? He called himself the Mad Piper at the time. He played at the Forks. He was one. I think he was like busking ticket number one, and he let me tag along with him. So we. By the time we got 15 and 16, we were actually playing a little block of tunes with the Dust Rhinos. And then when they kind of broke off, there was Terry Trousers. But that was kind of cool going to Miles Mac and coming in when I was 15 years old with legitimate watering hole and bar stories every Monday. From there, I think when he was 19, the Mackenzies came to town and they went specifically after Matt and went down to, he didn't have a phone number. So they went, Mackenzie's went down to Osborne, parked the tour van, fanned out, found Matt and said, we need a piper. Do you want to join? And Matt was in the tour van that night. So as he went to the Mackenzies, he took some of my music that we were playing in the Sterling Pipe Band. Matt and I grew up as pipe band kids. And the one piece of music was called St. Mary's Cinderella, and it became a part of the Mackenzies album Out and About in 2002. And I got real lucky that this was a pipe band tune. And fuck, I had little Joe Raposo at bass, Sean Sellers on drums, and the piece went on to be quite a big hit for them. It had a really cool tribal sound to it. So that was my in with the Mackenzies. Then I started showing up, and I tried to redo that track. Like I tried to do a better track. It was called The A-List Deer. It was a fucking dog. It never went anywhere. It's too bad, I guess. But it was a lesson in effort. Sometimes the least amount of that St. Mary's Cinderella had been written on a napkin. You know, like it was this bullshit little piece that ended up going huge around the world a bunch of times. And then I put all this work into The A-List Deer, and it's a dog. But that was my end. I started doing the Mackenzie's website, started doing their e-commerce store, started flying out for shows, started flying out for tours on my own dime. And I remember sitting in Paul's basement where Randy Steffes, also a Winnipeg guy, Steinbach, I think, he was the sound man for Green Day and the Mackenzie sound man. And he said, "Well, I guess Gord's in the roster now." So that was it for me. And I was for the next 4 years.
Unreal.
And
Wow.
since then, I came back and I lost the punk rock band and accidentally kept the cocaine, and that lasted until about 2018 when my wife fired me and I went into rehab. I cut one album in 2012, which it's always doing really well. Len here is going to put it on vinyl for me this year, and after that, I just kept writing my own stuff, trying to not step on the Mackenzie's toes. I don't want to. One of the Mackenzie's things is that they do guitar solos and bagpipe lines in unison, and that really makes this searing melody in the. So I don't want to do that, and I also don't want to wear a kilt on stage anymore. I kind of just want to play the instrument like it's my primary instrument, not with the whole Scottish culture thing. So
What got you into pipes?
it was my old man. My old man was the pipe major of the Winnipeg Police Pipe Band, and he first started, I reckon, at maybe 10 or 11 or 12 years old in a band called the Lord Selkirk Boy Scout Pipe Band. Back then, it was the Canadian Centennial, and I think that Canada invested a bunch of money or opened immigration laws, and all these Scots came and they set up pipe bands. At one time, there was like 25 fucking pipe bands in Manitoba. In our neck of the woods, it was Transcona and District and Lord Selkirk Boy Scout Pipe Band. Transcona was co-ed, and the Boy Scouts were just for boys. But to answer your question, yeah, Dad came home in his big tunic and pipe major gold chevrons and dirk and ski and do and platter, and I mean, fuck, what a stoic looking thing to see. So I just wanted to do whatever my dad wanted to do, and I started when I was about 6, and I threatened to quit a couple times, and my parents would always say, "Not just ride it out this year. You know, you can't quit on them for the competition season." Every time I did, I just kept it up. So I graduated with the band when I was 18, and that's kind of what got me started.
Cool. And you would play music. You got music out there. We set this up for a certain reason. We're gonna get to that reason, but I want to throw some at you first.
Mm-hmm.
You got this album called Made in Hell.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I listened to it.
Hey, thanks.
But you asked me last time I saw you. You said, "Tell me what your favorite song is on it."
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, ain't it the same?
Oh, really? I like that one too. That guitar solo. That guitar solo is it's the first time the guitar bursts on the album, and this guy Dimitris, he fucking nailed that with the wah coming in. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, what's
it's
your
a good
favorite?
One. You well, you asked me that too.
I know. I want to know. It's good for
But this is good. I'm glad you asked that. And my answer is kind of strange.
Okay.
But it's actually the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's nothing against you. It's that song. That song is so iconic with Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
And it's not your song. You've done what you did to it, and I think you did great with it. Yeah, but I prefer the stuff you do.
Yeah, it's not his. I don't have his velvety voice. I know what you mean. Yeah, good.
But that's because. But it's a good song. But you told me you won my favorite and my least favorite.
I wouldn't ask you for
something.
I wouldn't have asked you if I didn't want to know. It's always and you know what? You're the first person to tell me that, and that is a good reason to. It's kind of a harmless a harmless bad song because it doesn't really affect. I feel like you might have taken the nonpartisan route on that, but okay, Joel. Okay,
no, it's good. But Ain't It the Same? Definitely my favorite.
Great.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It starts off, and you're not sure where it's going to go, and then it goes right. So, yeah, fantastic stuff.
Good stuff.
Now,
for listening.
You got an acoustic album that you're working on. Coming out.
Yep.
Tell me about this.
The acoustic album started here before the electric album was even an idea. It in fact, if anything, the electric album might have been a way to give Len a break and give Len a break from me and me a break from Len in terms of when I was used to recording, I was used to going to Fat Mike's Motor Studios with a couple of ideas. The real Mackenzie sometimes showed up with 3 songs and then filled it all in a month at the studio. And that's kind of what I'm used to, where the engineer offers some insight and gets the band cooking in the right direction. Well, Len's a different kind of monster. Len's got. I should have taken. I think this is audio only. Maybe it's video, but I should have taken the camera.
Oh, we're video.
Okay, I should have taken the camera in there to show you all of his awards. Like this is a dude who doesn't fuck around helping a band choose the next chord. This is a man who's using these $9,000 microphones to get a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sound and mixing it in the most pretty way. So the acoustic album started with, it was going to be a 5-song EP, and we got the 5 songs sort of in, and as Len saw and I saw, I was definitely falling into the hole that Len described, which was fucking around and fucking around and fucking around. And and fortunately, this is all smoothed out. We're almost done, and we're due to release it in, I think, late October. I want to say maybe Halloween. That's a good day to release it.
That'd be a great day.
Yeah. So the 5 songs got done. I went away to Greece, to Athens, to record Made in Hell. That's where it got its name. The engineer there was David Prudent, and his studio was called Made in Hell. And David was one of these punk rock engineers, so he was able to help me put Made in Hell together. When I got back, hit the ground running again, and the acoustic album has 6, I think, originals. Sorry, no, more than that. I think it's 8 tracks, 7 originals and 1 cover by a guy named Cal Cavendish. I think he was a trucker and a rig pig out in Alberta, 70s and 80s. I heard his fucking song on this. I hope everybody looks this up. It's a National Film Board documentary of Churchill, Manitoba. And what a haunting. It's kind of a little melancholy. It makes you both feel sad and really kind of amazed to, like, they're their own people up there, like they have their own lifestyle, and in a way there's some parts where you feel a little bit of sadness, but another part you feel, wow, like they got a fucking culture, are really strong. Anyway, this Cal Cavendish cover comes on, and I just loved it so much. I'm going to cover it on the. I try to cover a Canadian artist on all the albums that I do, just because I think it's important. So yeah, so among that list that I sent you, I think it was 7 and 1 or 8 and 1. That list that we just talked about, 3 of those are instrumentals. That's another thing I try to stay away from the Mackenzies. The Mackenzies always had 1 instrumental, kind of, and I try to have more than that, kind of as a way to say, I fuck with bagpipes, man. It's something that So there'll be 3 instrumentals.
Well, there we go. You have been so kind to send me one.
Yeah.
Let's cue up that song. Tell me about Master Blaster.
Master Blasters is a response to, I don't know if he wants me calling him my friend. I think we can call it. We knew his name is Marty Thiessen, plays with a band called Electro Quarterstaff of Winnipeg. They did a cover of Mega Man's Dr. Willie theme. It's on YouTube. Have a listen to it. If you're at the gym, it's so good for pushing weight around. It's hard and it's got that melody. And Marty Thiessen and I went to John Henderson and Miles Mack, and Marty Thiessen was in John Henderson with big, long, red-haired metalhead. I don't know, Joel, if you remember the Bangers, but he was a banger with the Guns N' Roses T-shirt and the cowboy boots and the tight, or the Cons leather jacket, long hair, cigarettes. And he played the Peanuts theme on his bass. It blew my fucking mind because he just tapped it out. He tapped out and then the top string topped out. My tone is way off. So he was tapping both these. I thought that was amazing, and it was just by luck. I was in an apartment on Pembina and met an old college buddy who's got a house in NK with a basement who has parties and a stage, and Marty plays there. And I went, the motherfucker played the Peanuts song. First time in 20. And when I saw him, he's got a shaved head. He works at Long McQuaid. Go say hi to Marty Thiessen. He'll love it. He's a very modest guy. When I saw him, I gave him a big fuck off, big hug. Like, you know what you fucking did to me? That song blew my mind. You must have gotten something through that. And what I remember most about that, Joel, I was a little grade 9, grade 8 pissant, and he was in grade 12. And I went up and I told him I really liked them. And the social ass world that's high school, like that's unheard of. No, you don't go and talk to the seniors. He fucking shook my hand. He said, "Hey man, thanks a lot. That means a lot."
There we have
Thiessen.
it.
Yeah.
Marty
So,
Thiessen.
so Master Blasters was it was supposed to be a little show that I wrote for the Dust Rhinos because I played something last year or 2 years ago for their concert. And I needed something else, but I ended up writing a 37-page score to it. I put two pieces of music in it, and where it did end up is now it starts with the old NES theme. In the middle is supposed to be like a violin duel where two violins step forward and give each other hell. Then they step back, and two bagpipers step forward and give each other hell, step back, and then Master Blasters ends out. So, yeah.
There we are. Should we play it?
I hope you do.
We will right now. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Should be able to hear it.
Yeah.
We're going to go through the whole thing. Well, isn't that cool?
Thank you so much for playing that, Joel.
Yeah.
I was looking up some stuff here to make sure I knew who to thank because so many people were responsible about that. But before, I was wondering if now's a good time to throw the real talent on the line with you. Before I do, though, I just want to give credit where credit's due. That is a cover song that was written by Naoki Kodaka for Sunsoft for a game called Master Blasters, which at the time for us Nintendo Entertainment System kids, it was pretty revolutionary because you could play two characters. You drove around in a tank, then you got out of the tank, and you went down under the earth. So is that okay? Can I put Len on the line?
You can put Len on the line.
Okay. Mr. Mill, you're required over here. Oh, by the way, Len is probably too modest to say it, but he's having a sale. And I'll let him tell you about it, but his studio is selling a shit ton of recording time for super cheap. And ask him about couch tunes too. Okay, here you go.
Exactly. Couch tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, Len Milne.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good. First, congrats to Sunbreather winning
the band
performance out at RFM. Yeah, I know you've been
good.
very involved with Sunbreather, so
Yeah,
that was super cool to see. So Gord's left you with me here, and we're just gonna talk about Master Blaster for a second.
sure.
Tell me about going through that song.
Well, there's lots of parts and pieces, lots of layers. It's kind of set up so it seems like there's three pipe players, and he's doing all the parts. So we broke it up into many parts. We did the chanters, and we also recorded each drone individually at the same time. So we had complete control over all the elements of the pipes. And then we had marching drums in here also, real drum kit, bass player. There's another sort of like electronic bass also mixed in there, hand drums, violin harmonies. It's quite a long piece. And well, it's not really a long piece, but it took a long time to get it to where it is.
It's a lot of instruments in there.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears for a second. Tell me about your coach tunes. What's going on with coach tunes?
Coach tunes it's because I was out at the festival and we're also camping out at Birds Hill there for a while. It's on a little bit of a hiatus for normally I try to get one weird, wacky song out once a week. And but we're kind of past 10 days now, which is unusual for it. But there will be one probably by the end of the week. I don't know what it's going to be about. I just usually come up with it right on the spot. Usually write the music and then just think of the stupidest shit that comes off the top of my head.
No, you know what? It's good though. I've watched coach tunes. They're fantastic. Matter of fact, we watched one at bedside when I met Gord there.
Right.
Yeah, super cool.
Gord's on a couple.
Yeah.
He's featured on a few of them.
Yeah, it's a cool thing, and you can obviously see it on Facebook, YouTube is your main jam for that, right?
Yeah, and the Facebook. What I do is I throw out like little clips of it, not the whole episode. So try to drag people to the YouTube so they can watch it there and help build that channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone watching, if you haven't seen Coach Tunes yet, go check it out on YouTube. It's super fun stuff you're doing.
Yeah, it's on Bedside Studio, YouTube / Bedside Studio. You'll find it there.
Awesome. Give it a subscribe. Letting your Gord was saying you're doing some studio time over there.
Yeah, I'm running a special just until the end of August. I've done this in the past with like package deals. So I'm a 50-hour package deal for $2,500. So my rates are going to be going up towards the like when winter comes around, up to 70 an hour, and then people could buy. That's a normal rate, and then they can get this for 50 an hour. So it's basically, 20 bucks off the regular rate. And then you can use the hours. You don't have to use them all up right away. You can use them up 2 years from now or whenever.
Awesome.
So,
my band Valley Narrow will probably be seeing you.
Okay.
in the future there from the we got studio time with you during the road to Rock in the Fields.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Where we played at the Rec Room, and
right.
yeah, super cool stuff. We were pretty excited to hear we could do some work with you, and which probably lead to more work. So
Sounds good. Yeah.
that's awesome. Before Gord gets back, just give us a quick rundown of Bedside Studios. I mean, it's a great place.
Bedside Studios. It's a room playing area. It's over 1,000 square feet. Control room is over 400 square feet. I mean, tons of instruments here. We got a grand piano. We've got an upright piano, Fender Rhodes, C3 Hammond drum kits, lots of guitars, lots of amps. Various things have been done here. Lots of bands, traveling bands come here and rehearse. I've had the Harlequins always in here. The Pumps are always in here. I've had Big Sugar in here several times. I've had Nazareth in here rehearsing. Sue Foley, back in the day, she did a half an album here, maybe about 10 years ago or maybe more. I think more than that,
Cool.
probably. But yeah, so lots of interesting people I've met throughout the years, for sure.
Awesome. That sounds great. It's been there a couple times. Great place. Great room. Looks fantastic there. Sounds great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
He's back in the room if you want to continue with him.
We'll get him back on and we'll wrap it up with him.
Okay, I'll
Awesome.
say
Thanks,
goodbye
Len.
to you.
You bet.
Thank you, boss.
Yep.
What a show.
1 minute.
What a show. Gord Taylor. And
By the way,
Len
Len, I finished your coffee in true fucking pretentious artist fashion. What a guy, eh? I come in here and he lets me use his studio and I finish his coffee. You know what though? I work for that coffee. He makes me do things, weird things. Check out Couch Tunes for the bagpipes.
We were talking about Couch Tunes. It's a great. It's a great place, right?
You know what? I should have taken the laptop and shown you around. The light is pointing on me, though it probably wouldn't have worked. But you know what? Just go to, I think it's bedside.ca or bedsidestudios.ca. You'll find him. He's got beautiful pictures up there.
Yeah,
of his
fantastic.
Studio. Yeah. Anyway,
fantastic place. Gord, I usually ask a random question, and for you, I think this question is a good one because I feel your experience. You've seen some things. You've lived through it. You're still making music today. How do you feel about music right now compared to let's go back to early 2000s to where we're at right now?
I think it was fucking Nickelback that first made me realize how the radio can't be trusted to play good music. And I'm not trying to, that's not a slight on Nickelback, but it became very clear that bands were somehow getting an in with before they even wrote and recorded the song. It felt like there was collusion happening. So fuck the radio. Well, I'm serious.
I get it.
It's a level of collusion similar to the Catholic Church before Lutheranism, when rich people were paying for absolution for their sins. The radio is putting I won't say they're not talented, but just shit generic music. Len gave me a stat, might have been 3, 4, 5 sessions ago, that like 7% of the world's music goes on the radio or becomes a hit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to answer your question here. I think that's good because I think that gives the underdog a chance to have a really beautiful audience. An audience that comes out and wants to meet the band, and the band wants to meet them. That was huge in the Mackenzies, but any non-mainstream band is going out and having a really good time and showing off their art, and the fans are having a really good time. I think of one that I wouldn't mind giving a plug, a Yankee band, I think from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, called Ape to the State. Chick's name is April something, I think. And it's kind of a good comparison to make because I'm not trying to bring it back to me, but this acoustic album I'm doing, I kind of thought I was doing something really edgy because it is a very, very raw album. I said fuck it to what I'm saying, and it's more, And April, I wrote her an email. I was like, you know what, you beat me to it. Like you guys got some great. They have great music videos. So I wouldn't say they're a big band. They're probably doing a lot of festies, but it's good for them to have the radio doing that thing they do that that basically makes what they put on the airwaves background music. You know, nobody really cares about it. But you go to a show, I can only imagine, go to a, what are you showing me?
Apes of the State.
Oh yeah.
Found it.
Yeah, I think that what's their hit that I like is Plate Glass Apology. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I won't tell you about April, but do look her up Wikipedia wise, because she came through some shit and came out the other side as a really great artist. So I think that's kind of the answer to the question. I mean, I don't like you know, I'll always vote for the underdog. I don't like the mainstream music. I don't. Yeah, but it sure gives the underdog a very transparent world in front of them, a very easy to read world.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, we can make it big for money, or we can make it big in our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. Gord, I'm going to flip it back to you. Maiden Hell album. What's your favorite song?
Nil to Naught is my favorite song.
Yes,
for a couple reasons. One, it was a song that I only had a chord progression to and some bagpipe stuff. I didn't have a solo. I just had those sort of bagpipe horn blasts. And I was all burnt out in at the studio. It was about the second weekend. Kind of get, you know, that point where you start getting afraid. Fuck, am I gonna pull this off? And David Prudhomme, he said to me, "Get the fuck out of here. Go out for the fucking weekend." I booked you a reservation at a restaurant called Bubulina in Piraeus, which is a Piraeus. I might be wrong. It's on the it's like the I think it's it's the ferry port of Athens. So it's about 30K west of town on the coast. I walked to the restaurant and I fucking sat there drinking wine and eating seafood, looking across the water at the sun setting behind Poseidon's temple. It's fucked up, man. And I'm just writing. So on the subway on the way back to town, I think I had 54 verses or something. And then it was just about picking and choosing. And I made the song about all the shit that pisses me off. And sort of much like this radio stuff, you know, like the shit we buy sucks nowadays, and our ideals have changed and everything is broken. And a couple real world incidents from there. One of the lines is, "I see lithium burning in the streets." That was a true story. I saw a electric delivery scooter not explode, but catch white noxious fire. And it was exploding, because when it, like, every time it popped, there'd be like a hunk of metal that came flying across the street. I was on the opposite side of whatever street that was. The other line from that is Airbnb. I did sort of a group show. I forget the line. It was a pretty good rhyme too. But I stayed in an area called Exarchia, which is full of graffiti. All of Athens is full of graffiti, but Exarchia is full of tourists go home and fuck you, Airbnb. And it's a side that it seemed, I don't know about you, but it seems a little overzealous to me. But that Athens is a place where a bunch of people got kicked out of their fucking home because the landlord could make more money on Airbnb. So obviously that, and tourists come and take and remove all the good people from the area. And so a couple of eye openers, but those are my favorite lyrics. And the bagpipe solo, as far as I know, it's the first bagpipe solo ever that puts a distortion pedal to the bagpipes. Thank you, David Prudhomme.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, there it is. Third last song on there. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Sorry, I'm just I'm looking up stuff here still.
Yeah, no,
you laid some good ones on me here. This Apes of the State. When I get off here, I'm going to listen to Apes of the State.
I can't wait.
Listen.
It's beautiful. You know, it almost makes me say you don't need it. Well, it does. You don't need amplifiers to be hard. You don't need amplifiers to be. You don't even miss them in a band like that. You know, like they're playing acoustic, but they're. Yeah, I'm glad I turned you on to them. You'll enjoy the listen.
Ah, it's good. I would definitely have a listen to that. Yeah. Before I let you go, I got to hear something else from you. You plugged this band from Pennsylvania. Who's the local band you're really into that you really like? A good old Winnipeg band.
It's got to be Rhinos. It's got to be the Dust Rhinos. You know, and sorry, while we're on the subject, that the Master Blasters that we heard, I have to thank Daryl Whitman and Dan Cannon from the Rhinos, who came in and helped me record that. I couldn't have done it without them.
Beautiful.
There's about 30. I don't know if Len bitched about the amount of musicians I pulled on him for that track, but it was way over his pay grade. He should have doubled his recording rate for the amount of. Anyway, I'll just throw those two names out.
You got away with one there.
I got to throw up Blair McAvoy because without him, Matt and I never would have had a chance to. He shared the limelight with us. We got to be little heroes. We learned how to stand on tables piping, and it was Matt that taught me performance. But he let us be performers. So it's got to be Dust Rhinos.
Awesome. Yeah, great band, great people. I play in a band with Dan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I play in a Birds, like the Birds from the 60s. I play in a cover band with Dan.
Are you shitting me? I love the Birds.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You got to send me a link.
Park Theater, November 13th.
Oh, no way. No way. I'll go to that. You know what?
Yeah.
You tell me anything that you're doing from now on, Joel, and I'll no, I'm serious because you're
cool.
doing. I'll say again, I'll do the nice Pink Floyd parenthetic interview here and close with how I opened. You're a hero of sorts to Winnipeg for bringing music to the people and for I'm sure you put yourself in the blender a couple of times to do it. So yeah, no, it's important to us, man. You're the wolf man of American graffiti. You're always heard and never seen.
I like the blender. Right on. All right, Gord, well, been great chatting with you tonight.
The pleasure's been mine.
Anyone watching right now, if you didn't hear it, just dial it back a little bit. Master Blasters, we heard it here, and
you heard it here
soon.
First. It's not even out
heard
yet.
It here first. It's not even out yet. It's the only place you're going to hear that.
That's right.
Cool. Let's follow up, and I'm gonna listen to this band you told me about, and let's follow up when this album comes out. I'd like to chat again about it.
I can't wait. It's you can do Halloween, or if you want to, the bigger release is Len is helping me remix all of my. I got 4 albums, one from 2012 and the 3 new ones this year, and he's helping me remix them all for vinyl. And I don't know about an after party, but I really should have one because I'll be selling all 4 vinyl there, and they'll be. You won't believe hearing a mix from Len. That is
awesome.
Yeah. So let's maybe it's going to be around December 1st, December 15th. So yeah, I'd love to chat with you again.
Perfect. All right, buddy.